Hi everyone, this is Chris and I want to show you my collection of guns. Blank and gas guns, that is. So, the first one I have here is the SP15 Compact by the company called IWG, and it's a clone or a reproduction of the HK USP, like you may see. And this is the first gun I bought. It's a bit beaten up. Don't know if you can see this, but I really like it. But this is not the reliable kind of gun, I think. I had a broken firing pin and some issues with the slide catch, and the safety jumps in sometimes when shooting. That's not a good thing to happen. Double stack magazine though, 15 shots, and like I said, I really like it. But I'm not using it anymore. Save it up. Okay, that's that. Then, the next one is a Walther P88 Compact, made by Umarex. And I really like this gun. I think it's really beautiful. And I wanted to buy this as my first, but it was too much money. I couldn't afford it. So I bought the SP15 instead. And it seems that wasn't a good decision, because the older versions of the SP15 were not so good, and the older versions of this were okay. And the newer version, this is a newer version, not so good, because they weaken the material in some spots, and this is prone to get damaged when used a lot. And the newer ones of the SP15 are actually getting better, I've heard, at least. But well, I have them both, don't use them both any much. But this is really pretty, I think. I really like it. So, next up is a Walther P22, made by Umarex too. It's a pretty small and light gun, but I like it too. Single stack magazine. But a nice gun, I think. So then I have the Röhm RG96 match with the match extension at the front, which is your flare adapter. You can buy the gun without it, then it looks like this. This is a clone of the HK-P8. And that's a really good gun. I have used it much and didn't have any issues with it. I really like it. So much fun to shoot. And it's pretty reliable. Just as this gun. It's an HW94 by Weihrauch. And this uses not the PAK ammunition, but the revolver ammunition. Only gun I know of that can do this. The magazine, only 7 shots in here though. But that's a really good gun. Thick slide material everywhere. Really nice. And nice looking too, I think. So, the last gun I have here is a RG300 made by Röhm, and this is a 6mm gun. All the others were 9mm, and this is not really a pistol like you know it, because you have a small magazine here where you put the cartridges in, and then the function is a bit like a revolver. It fires one here, and then the magazine goes one step back, and then the next one is fired, and so on. So the ammunition stays in the magazine the whole time. A bit like a revolver in the cylinder. But it's a cheap way to fire flares and something for New Year's Eve. And I really like it. You know, I like all my guns, of course. But that's a fun thing. Not too loud. If you're at a party, you can do it. Well, that was the last pistol, I think, because now I have a revolver. This is the RG99N, made by Röhm 2, in a duotone, and it's a nice thing. My first revolver I got. I think it's okay. Looks really good. Long barrel. Then I have the RG69M. Maybe you have seen a video. And this is very, very beautiful too, I think. This one has a steel cylinder, so very reliable. Then here's the RG79 by Röhm, and I bought that because I wanted to fire some black powder cartridges, and they are said to damage the finish of your gun, so I bought this on eGun, used, quite cheap, and it's okay. It's a really nice old gun. I think it's the oldest that I have right now, but still in a good shape. Hasn't been fired much, but it's going to. So that's that. And then, almost forgot, the RG56. This is a 6mm revolver. 7 shots only, but no, it's okay. Cheap ammo, not too loud. And that's all for my gas blank guns. Okay, I have some airsoft guns too. This is the first one I got, my first blowback, that is. Glock 17, I'm sorry, by a company called Omega, and they don't exist anymore. But it's a nice gun, not too accurate, not too reliable. Sometimes it would feed 2 BBs and then the slide gets stuck like so. But it's a nice gun, metal slide, and really good looking, I think. Then I have a Desert Eagle made by KWC, and that's a nice gun. It's a really nice gun. What's wrong? Big heavy magazine. And then this WeTech Dragon something, I don't know, sorry. I bought that used, and it's okay. Although I like the style of the later Dragon version better, but it's okay. I'm not that into airsoft anymore, but I used to shoot something here in the room with it, and they're fine for that, plinking around a bit. But these are all old guns. Then I can show you this way. So HK MP5 by Cyma, and an old, really old shotgun, and an old P99 spring gun. The MP5 is electric, full auto, because it's below 0.5 joule, I think. Then it's allowed to have full auto here in Germany. And that's it. Thanks and bye.